Welcome to my forever fall home. Today we're going to be decorating an antique cabinet in my home. I am going to start, of course, by dusting everything off. Welcome to my new folks, and welcome if you came over from my channel. Very happy to have you here. So I have this little, it's like a Swiffer thing, but you get them from probably Dollar Tree. I know you can get something similar. Somehow or another I've misplaced my handle, so I don't know where it's at. But I've just wiped down all of the surfaces with that, just dusted it off because it has recently been polished. So then I'm going to move on to a little bit of method. And this is just glass cleaner, and I'm going to go over this glass. One thing I really love about this cabinet, because it's old, it's got that wavy glass. It's so pretty. There's just something about that warmth that you get from the wood and the age on this cabinet that I really love. So I'm going to open the doors and let you take a look at what I have had in here for quite some time. Just as I've been finding things when I thrift, I've put them inside of this cabinet because I had the idea for my fall forever home to add the warmth of old books, wood, old metal, crockery, antiques, the old glass, things like that to my cabinet. But now that I know this new mission, this extra channel that we have here, I know that there are going to be some ways that I can tweak this, and I want to be able to show you that. So I've got rolling pins here, all collected from thrifting, the little picnic basket, the crockery, the copper kettles, the little tin boxes you see, the little bottles that are down there on the left, the decorative spoons. Now, they are probably not old, but the fact that they are wood and this is in my kitchen area, I think that putting those very ornate, pretty wooden spoons in here just adds to it. So I've got that in there. And then if you see on the jar on the top in the center, that big jar actually has like it's like an antique sewing kit and a spool in there, but I'm going to remove those things and put them in a different place. And there will be a couple of things I'm going to add. So I'm just continuing along, and this is a dry microfiber cloth that I'm using to wipe down the inside of the cabinets and that I've also used on my pieces. I don't want to use any type of a chemical to remove any of the aging, anything like that. I'm not going to get in those bottles and scrub them clean. They have that hazy appearance that old bottles get, and I like the look of it. So I'm going to leave it down there because that kind of thing brings me joy. And so every time I look in this cabinet, everything that I see in here is something that I have curated specifically that will bring me joy in my home. And that's what I really want to come across with this channel for everybody. It doesn't matter if you tend to be more farmhouse, more rustic, more woodsy. As long as you're not glam or modern, I think this will fit into your home. I don't think that we need to lock ourselves in any way into a certain style, because for me, that has not worked. It has made me so confused, made me, in the past, get rid of things that I really enjoyed because it didn't seem to fit. And I say fit in air quotes. So what I'm hoping to do is to show y'all that you can still have those things that you really love. Like, perhaps you would call this rustic, the crockery, whatever you want to call this. You might even call it more of a farmhouse thing. But to me, because of the colors, because of the warmth in the colors, because of the naturalness of the crocks and those beautiful copper colors in the pots, those things to me say fall. Because fall to me is the joy and the warmth and the richness and the whispers of the past, So I think all of these things fit. It makes sense to me. And I hope that if you're somebody who loves fall and just really hates to see it go and then spends the rest of the year mourning the loss of fall, I'm really hoping in this channel that by showing you what I am doing, that you can take this and run with it. That you can start to see things the way that I explain it, and you think, yeah, that is what I can do to add that joy in fall in my home all year long. Because why should we only get excited at fall time? Why do we always have to follow what advertisers and big companies do? We don't have to do that. I think it's something that we're taught, but it's something that we can learn differently, right? And you can see I'm adding a little metal box. There's a wood decorative box over there. I've got my books stacked up. I'm just doing what feels right to me. Small vignettes, small ideas. If you think about the cabinets of curiosities that we have done on making it my own DIYs, it's sort of the same thing. It's little sections of vignettes, only they're not divided by a bunch of different walls, right? Each little section. And we can move these around because we're not going to glue them into place like we would on a smaller decorative curio cabinet. But I get the same feeling by doing this in this cabinet, and I absolutely love it. Now, this cabinet, I looked it up. It's actually referred to as a secretary. It's a roll-top desk with some drawers and a cabinet underneath. And then it has all of these shelves on the inside that you can move up and down with little slats of wood on the sides. So secretary, but you can do this with a hutch. You can do it with a cabinet. You can do this, if you don't have glass doors, that's fine. You can do this on an open shelf somewhere. Maybe, and this would be really pretty, I think, if you had a fireplace, you could do this type of thing on shelving on either side of the fireplace. I think that would be so pretty, especially like with a natural stone or brick fireplace. To me, the colors in those just scream the earthiness that I get when I think of fall. Are y'all kind of seeing what I'm talking about here? I love the idea of layering the pieces. Now we have, so we have the crockery pieces. That's kind of an earthy thing. We have glass in here. We have wood in here. We also have metals because we have the little antique shakers on the bottom and the little antique soda can, plus we've got the old glass. There's a combination of a bunch of elements here. This is a little mold. I'm going to add that in the side. I've even got some old jar tops that have glass in the middle. And then this is something that I made over, my little owl. I'm going to add him to it. So I hope that you can kind of, look at that, fell straight off. This is why you need mounting tape or some double stick tape or some museum putty. Or you can move things around. How many times have you seen me move things around already in this, right? So what you're seeing right here in this cabinet, and what you're going to be seeing when I show you the final reveal of the cabinet this evening, is my idea of fall warmth and coziness that will carry you throughout the entire year. Nothing in here so far screams fall, right? And even when I add a little bit of greenery to it, there's nothing in here that's going to be screaming fall. Easy thing you can add easily to it, and then you can take things away from it when the seasons change. I hope that if you are subscribed to me on this channel, that you hit your notification bell. It's very important you get that little notification bell because we have community posts. I've been doing a little this or that over there, and I also let you know when things are coming up and things are going to be changing. So far, I am going to do my best to put videos up on Saturdays at 6 p.m. Unless something changes, I'm managing 2 channels completely by myself, so we'll see. We'll see what happens, but I'll be glad to see you there. And now, barely any greenery here. I am also going to add some, and those are thrifted pieces. I'm going to add some of these little Dollar Tree pumpkins that come on a pick. I've just pulled them off. They're like a coppery, bronzy color. I thought they would be very subtle for fall, and so we'll add those in here. Yeah, be sure that you follow me on Pinterest. Go check out my Pinterest over there. There's a board there that is named from the channel. It's called Forever Fall Home. It's over 300 pins in there for you to just go and look at and get an idea of what is bringing me inspiration for this channel. because I'm going to be showing you all kinds of ideas and ways, of course, that are more budget friendly than having to buy things that are trendy in stores, right? We're going to try to use the things that we already have, that we already love, and put those back up on the shelves. Give them that space in our home again. That's what we're going to do. And I'm going to encourage you to dig through your fall decorations. If you just feel like you're overwhelmed, it's too much, you just can't get that out, dig through there. Look for those things that are something that could go all year long and see what you can use, right? And then donate the rest. We're looking for specific pieces that bring us joy when we look at it, and that's going to be something that is inviting. So we come back to home in the afternoon after work or church or being with the kids or grandkids or wherever we're at, and we come home, we want to come home and just take a deep breath and say, you know what? I'm going to sit right here in my home and I'm going to be okay with that. I'm just going to relax and I'm going to take in this atmosphere around me that brings me so much joy and makes me happy. And I'm going to love my home again. I'm going to fall in love with my home again. There's also, on that Pinterest board, there are also little inspirational things and funny things, a bunch of different color schemes, that you can think about what looks best in your home and how you like it in your home, because not everybody is going to want the same coloring, but there are different boards over there, so you could choose what you think looks good in your home. It's all about inspiring you. Now, I haven't been through each and every one of those pins to see what's accurate, what opens, what I agree with as far as things that they say. I'm going with the pin picture because I want you to go over there and then look at the page as a whole, just glancing through it without even opening any of that stuff and saying, oh yeah, I get it. This is what I want in my home. That's what I want you to have. Okay, now we're still gonna do things to change this up. This is gonna get a makeover too, so no worries about that. So I'm just finishing off this cabinet nice and clean and decorated. I'm adding a little bit of that double stick tape I use all the time to put this piece on. And then we're going to flip to the evening. Look at this. Here we are with our flameless candles here. Now my set of flameless candles, I believe these are the ones I got from Temu. They have a little flickering top, which makes it look a little bit more realistic. Feel free to go to Amazon and get your candles or wherever you want to get them. If you are liking what I've been talking about and you're looking forward to all the things we've discussed today, if you have learned something new, I really ask that you subscribe to this channel. I am curating a home and a community here where we feel the joy and love and support every single day, not just in the fall. Year-round joy and comfort. What do you think about this with the lights in here? You could also use fairy lights if you wanted to. That would be very pretty. You could use the little puck lights, the little push lights on there too, but their light tends to be more white. And for me, there's a comfort in that yellowy, natural firelight. So that's what I like. I'm an Aries. I like the fire. That's just me. But this is comforting to me. This reminds me of like a bonfire light, which I also love bonfires tremendously. What do you think about all this? Look how the light just reflects off of the copper. It brings more light in there. The candle in the corner just reflects off of that beautiful rich wood. I really like this. Then we got the textures from the baskets. And I know you didn't see me decorate the top, but yeah, that was part of my little reveal to show you how we did the top after we did the bottom too. Got the little crocheted piece in the corner, also bringing in the antique vibes with the books. And I just love this. This is going to bring me joy all the time, all year long. And just by removing the leaves and the pumpkins, we can add in little Christmas pieces that are in the coloring, in the color scheme that we like. So this, I'm going to show you how to do that too, if I'm still in this home at Christmas. If not, in the new home, we'll do something different. Thank you for stopping by my Forever Fall home, and I'll see you next Saturday. Bye.